Good. Yeah. So right about now, we are going to take some very basic or simple challenges in CyberTalent that has to do with cryptography. So we are going to see what it looks like in the real sense of it. Now, mind you, all these lessons are important. You build up from there. Now let's go and see. You can adjust this URL. Take away this MyC, take away this network, then press enter. Good. Now we are on cryptography. So let's check out this cryptography once it finishes loading. Yeah, somebody's asking a question that is asking, how would you know if it is X or base 64? Now, there are ways of recognizing those things. That's why when materials are dropped, please, it's actually nice you go through it very well. Now, if you want to identify, let's start with MD5. It's like it has 32 bits. You know, it's not everything that is going to be said in class, right? So if you want to identify all other ones, like X, like base 64, and others. Now, how do we do that? Now, just like you did it in secondary school, X means hexadecimal. In another form, we're actually talking about base 16. Now, what does it mean to have like base 16? Base 16 means we have 0 to 9. We are not done. Remember base 10. Base 10 is like decimal. Base 10 is 0 to 9. That's 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's base 10. There are 10 characters there. Base X is base 16. Is what? 0 to 9. But you're not done. By the time you get to that 9, you now continue with A to F. That's base 16. They are all in capital letters. You don't have a mix of capital and small letters. They are all in capital letters. So as you mean that you are dealing with something and you have just numbers and capital letters there, you know for sure that you're dealing with base 16, right? Now, how do you know if it is base 64? Base 64 is A to Z, that's capital letter. 0 to 9, we have A to Z, we have small a to Z. Then we also have 0 to 9, and we have special characters. Sometimes they normally add padding to it. Padding is like equal to sign. So you see any of that, then you are clear that it's like it's this thing. So let's start with the first one. It's telling us to crack the hash. Crack the hash. Now it says crack the hash. A hacker leaked below the hash online. Can you crack it to know the password of the CEO? Someone please, Christian, please confirm if you can hear me well.
Yes, I can hear you well. Probably it's his network.
Okay,
you can leave the
so,
class and then
a
join
hacker.
back.
All right, thank you very much. So now we have this basic challenge. So for the next challenge, just I would call one of you. You are going to look at it, so you can just get prepared. I will call one of you. Samuel. You look at it. The next one, they are going to tell us how we are going to go about it. Why you think of what you are thinking of. Yeah, whatever it is you are thinking of. So let's look at this one. and see how we're going to solve it. So now, a hacker leaked the below hash online. Can you crack it to know the password of the CEO? Then we're provided with this. First of all, let's count this thing. It's very good. You know, they're talking about hash. They're not talking about encryption, decryption. So if you are thinking of the 64 hexadecimal, you are wrong. Those ones are for encryption. You can encrypt them, you can decrypt them. But for hash, it's not reversible. It's just a one-way traffic. You get? So we have to count this. How many characters are here? Let's use, there's a tool. What can we call word counter? Let's use word counter. So what do we, she's still loading. It's taking its time to load. While that is going on, duplicate. While that is going on, we are going to check another challenge. Yes, it has 32 characters. Okay, we're not going to wait for this to load. We just come straight. Let's just, if we count, it has 32 characters. Now, what has 32 characters? What is that thing that has 32 characters? Is actually, what kind of hash has 32 characters? Actually. So we are going to look for MD5 converter. We are going to look for MD5 converter. Now, why are we not going to use CyberChef? We're not going to use CyberChef because you see hashing is different from. So let's use any of this. Let's use online hashcrack.com. Now, let's this is the hash that we got. So sorry for the whole delay. The network is really bad. And I notice whenever it is misbehaving, I would just I'll just wait for it to be okay. Okay, Destiny, you seem to have done it on your end. So now allow you to, because what we need to do is to look for the tool. We look for the tool that is going to help us to reverse the MD5 hash. By the time we now see the tool, we are going to input the hash there. By the time we input the hash, then we have our answer. Okay, so Destiny. Yeah, correct. That's the correct answer. You're correct. Raise up your hand, so let me unmute you. You explain to us the site you used to unhash that MD5. Yes, the training is being recorded. Okay, Desmond. Desmond, unmute your mic and you can talk. All right, it's not here. So let's move straight to the. See, the process is simple. My network is really bad. Okay, you already dropped the sites that you used. MD5 decrypt.net. So let's check that out. If it takes time to load, I'll have to just move straight to the next one. Okay, it has loaded. So let's come here, we put the stuff, then we decrypt it. Decrypt. So it is taking time because of the bad network. Now the answer is already provided here. I am the flag. So all you just need to do is carry the flag, copy it, then you go to the website, then you provide it. So moving straight to the next one, guess the password. That's the name of this challenge. Guess the password. So I would allow one of you to take on the floor and explain it. Okay. So Samuel, guess the password. So allow. So you can speak now.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening. Go ahead.
Okay, can I see the instruction with int?
All right. So it says a hacker leaked below the hash online. Can you crack it to know the password of the CEO? The flag is the password hash. So we're provided with this.
Okay, from the appearance of this hash, I'm trying to tell which hash technique was used to generate this. I'm counting the number of characters. It appears that there are about 32 characters in this. I would first want to count using the word counter to ascertain that.
Okay. So let's try to use the word counter. If it doesn't go, we have to count it manually. Someone should also help us count it manually to know how many characters are there, so we can determine the hash that was used. Please, if you can try it from your end, if you can load the site from your end, or instead, would you prefer to share your screen? If you can try it from your end, my network is a little bit bad.
I'm trying to count it already. Just give me a minute, please.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, someone said 40.
Characters.
I know
Is it 40?
This particular one. Guess the password.
I think I copied.
Yeah, it's 40.
Completely.
Another fast way.
Yeah. There are 40 characters there.
Okay.
So, with what we learned
right.
yesterday, I think the particular hash technique that has 40 characters is the SHA-1 hash technique. So it appears this is one such hash, and what I want to do
SHA-1.
is copy this and decrypt from SHA-1 to normal text using that MD5.
So do you have
the one you used the other time? I think.
Okay, that same website.
Yes.
right, we go there again. Okay.
Encrypt or decrypt. Click on encrypt or decrypt.
Okay, let's change it to English.
Select.
Yeah. I want to change it to English first.
All right.
It's actually taking time from my end. Network today is pretty bad. All right, we have it changed already. So I go to encrypt/decrypt. So we are decrypting SHA-1, right? So we decrypt SHA-1.
Yes.
Okay, so it's loading. So we can come here, we'll input the hash, right?
Yes.
Then we decrypt, right?
Yes. That's what I would do.
Exactly. So we have our answer. Yeah. So thank you very much, Samuel, for that response. It's quite explanatory. Now it's looking very simple, right? Good. So after this class, like I said, we are actually meant to do some task on what it is to have a public key, private key, symmetric, asymmetric, and the likes of that. But then I want to expose you personally because I already know what you're going to see in the field. So as a result, I want to expose you to what you are also going to see in the field, right? Yeah. So that being said, there are still other challenges you can see there. I'm going to give you a vast majority of them as assignments. Also, we are going to look at PicoCTF, then get some challenges from there. We'll treat it as assignment also. Yeah.